today we're going to make one of these very simple little page flips. It is attached with Velcro. Okay, and there's a window on the front with a little sticker behind it, and then we have some coffee dyed paper on the back for extra journaling. And then I took a piece of scrap book page here and made a pocket for a tag. Okay, very simple to do. Decorate your page and you have a little interactive element. So let me show you how easily this comes together. All right, for this I'm using a piece of vintage book page. This is doubled up just to give it some sturdiness. I'm going to trim off the margins at the top, the bottom, and on the left-hand side, because we're going to attach this to the right side of the page. Okay. And it doesn't matter. The measurements really don't matter. Just as long as your book page fits on your journal page, that's all that matters. My book page, before I trim it down, just so you know, is about 7 inches tall by 5 1/4 inches wide. And when I trimmed it off, we were a little bit more than 4 1/2 by, looks like 5 7/8 inches tall. All right. I'm going to round my corners. You don't have to. And then I'm going to score down this side right here. Just about a 1/2 inch. And if your book page is very brittle, you can always run some tape right down that crease right there just to reinforce it. After I doubled mine up and allowed the glue to dry, mine feels pretty sturdy, so I'm going to let it go as is. But that certainly is an option. All right, the next thing we're going to do is cut our little window. This does not have to be precise. I'm using a rectangle die here. I'll give you those measurements. The inside measurement is about 3 inches tall by 1 3/4 inches wide. So just lay this on here, and we're going to put it wherever you want to put it. I intend to put mine more towards the top, and I'm going to use my text to just kind of make sure everything is lined up and centered, and just eyeballing it. Run it through. Okay, we'll just put that aside and use it for something else. All right, so now we have a nice little window in there. You can always cut that out by hand and make it any shape that you want it to be. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ink this. Okay, now we need to put our little window in, and I've got a scrap piece of, this is laminating plastic, which works for me. All right, and we're just going to glue that down to the inside of our window. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue around. This is, trim this off just a little bit, more than we need. Just glue around the window. Try to stay a little bit away from the edge so that when it spreads, it doesn't get into the window. Mine did anyway. Just press that down. Because I'm using art glitter glue, so that will dry relatively quickly. All right. Now, we need a piece of coffee dyed paper to put on the back for journaling and to cover up our sticker. These are just black and white vellum stickers. Use whatever you want. Okay, and I picked one that fits nicely inside that window. I'll just try to get this backing off, which is always fun. Okay. Got the backing off. I'm going to set this down in the window. Okay, I have that sitting just like I want it. Now I'm going to carefully place my coffee dyed paper centered as best I can right over that. Attach my sticker. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and glue around the outer edge of this. Turn this back over, and then we will center this again, and everything, before you mash it down too much, turn it over and make sure that's where you want it to be, and that looks good. You could have stitched around the window too if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but that certainly is an option. You can stitch around here, you can stitch around the window. Just add some additional elements to that. All right, let's get our journal back out. So let's find another put this in the back signature. Okay, here's one. All right, so that's going to sit on the page. I'm just going to butt it up against the edge of that lace. You can put it up high, put it down low. I'm going to put mine in the middle. So let's go ahead and put some glue on our little hinge here. All right, now we're going to create a little pocket to go on the inside. So I've got another piece of paper that's all glued up and ready to go. We'll cut off the margins. All right, I want to make sure that I don't need to trim anything off the width. Yep, that's going to fit in there nicely. So you can make your pocket any depth that you want. I'm probably going to go with about 2 inches or so. Let's see. Let's do 2 1/4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and mark my middle so I can put a notch in there. And I'm just going to round my corners and ink this. Okay. Tuck that right in there, close to that fold. Make sure it's straight. And that'll be covered up nicely. All right, so then we have, you don't have to do this, I'm going to, so that it's not flopping around, but I'm going to use one of these thin Velcro dots. That's our fuzzy side. Yep. Okay, I'm going to pull one of these off. And I'm going to attach it to one of those and then peel it off. Place that down wherever you want it to be. Okay, that's good. Let's get a little tag to put in here. This is just a tag from my stash. We'll pop that in there. And guys, I'm not going to do it in this video, but these are a blank slate. You can leave them plain like they are. They're perfectly gorgeous like they are. I love book page. You can decorate the front of the pocket. You can decorate the inside of this, as well as add some additional decorating like stamping or something like that onto the front of the flap. So I think that is very cool. It's super easy. You saw how quickly we made that. I already had a stack of book pages that are doubled up and glued together, and I use this to glue my pages together, and once that dries, these are pretty sturdy, okay, and you can be used for so many different things. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Today's verse is Psalm 27 verse 14, which states, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." A simple explanation for this verse is about trusting God's timing even when it's hard. This doesn't mean doing nothing. It means trusting, hoping, and looking to God instead of rushing ahead. Be of good courage. Waiting can feel uncertain or scary. God calls you to stay brave and not lose heart. The verse says, "He shall strengthen thine heart." God promises to give you strength while you wait, not always by changing the situation right away, but by changing you within it. The repetition of "wait, I say, on the Lord" emphasizes how important this is. Waiting is not easy for anyone, but it's where trust grows. A deeper meaning of this verse is that it teaches us that God's timing is intentional and trustworthy. Waiting is not wasted. It's a place of growth and strengthening. Courage and patience go hand in hand with faith. When you feel stuck, choose trust over rushing. When you feel weak, lean on God for strength. When answers don't come quickly, hold on to hope. In one sentence, trust God's timing, stay courageous, and know that he is strengthening you as you wait. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's project. It's a great way to use up book pages. It was super simple, and you can see how quickly this all came together, and it adds an interactive piece to your journal, as well as your whole page is decorated. Okay, you got secret journaling spot right here, a place to put another tag. Super easy, super fun. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you have any questions about anything you saw me do, please don't hesitate to leave your questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.